here with Aiden Smith, right-hander out of Shelbyville, Indiana, the number 10 ranked right-hander in the nation in the class. Aiden, man, appreciate the time.
Thank you.
So back here for another Future Games 2023, back here 2024. You were able to kind of have an understanding of what this event's like. How differently do you approach it a second time?
Yeah, so last year I was a little bit nervous coming into it. You're playing up last year with the 25s. This year you get a year experience. You're coming in, you just got to think of it as another outing. You know, don't overthink and just go out there and throw your game.
Take me inside the stuff a little bit. What do you feel like if you're ranking the secondary stuff? What's the best pitch? Which one are you working on right now?
I've been working on my slider all summer because it's been a little on and off. But when it's on, it's definitely my best pitch. And then I've been working on my changeup a lot. It's helped me out a lot in a lot of behind counts and stuff.
From the fastball velo, do you have a number that's like that end goal? How do you approach the velo conversation?
I mean, right now I'm just trying to hold my velo to the best I can all summer. I don't want to get up there too early in my career. I want to have plenty of room for growth down the line. So I'm just trying to find a good number to maintain right now and then add velo later when it really counts.
So you obviously were talking about making the Future Games feel like an outing unlike any other, but I mean, there's certainly the end of it where you get up there and there's all those scouts behind you. If you're having a conversation with somebody who's never been here before and they're getting ready to take them out for the first time, what do you tell them about what the experience is like?
I would tell them just go out there and live in the moment, soak it in, and just think of it as another game. You know, play the game like a little kid that you've always thought of the game about, and just have fun.
You got exit velos at the plate that are pushing close to triple digits. What do you feel like is the path for you at the next level? Do you want to be a two-way guy? Are you seeing guys who are getting it done at the collegiate level where you're thinking, you know what, maybe that's something I could pursue?
Yeah, I think it would definitely be fun to be two-way, but I think my path is definitely going to be pitching in the long run. But I'm going to hit for as long as I can. But I think the end goal will end up being on the bump for me.
Who do you look to when you're trying to fine-tune your game a little bit? Can you still look at guys at the collegiate and major league level and be like, oh, I guess I hadn't thought about that? Or are you so far along in your own development that maybe you're not doing that as much anymore?
I like to I've always modeled my game around Jacob deGrom. I've been told I kind of look like him and throw like him. But I've always liked watching him throw. And then now you have guys like Paul Skeens. I love watching everything with him. And then Trevor Bauer has great videos on YouTube. So he posts like once a week on all of his outings, and always sit down and watch him and try to pick his brain a little bit on what he thinks in situations.
So Skeens and deGrom are two real prep guys, right? What they do on a game day is just so, I mean, you could probably go back a generation, they couldn't imagine taking that much prep time before an outing. Have you adopted any of that in terms of the stretching and the other elements of the game?
Not entirely. I just like to make sure I'm loose before my game, and I stick to a quick throwing routine, and then I get out and long toss real quick. But I don't want to waste too many bullets before my game.
So, again, here at the Future Games for a second time, when you come together with a group from your own state, maybe you know some of the guys, maybe you don't, but you come together and get to put that state logo on. What does that mean for a player?
As a player, to represent Indiana means a lot. It's just a Midwest state is what a lot of people will say, and a lot of people think that it's just the South states that are good at baseball, but I like to say Indiana has the best arms around. And the guys that are on this team this week are unbelievable. There's great dudes that I get to play with, and then there's guys I'm playing with for the first time that I've already talked to, and they just seem like great people.
Max Clark helped put Indiana on the map.
Yes.
So, I mean, everybody's now knowing there's a lot more respect to think about guys like Hogan Denny. I mean, there's a lot of guys now who are really kind of helping to make Indiana, I mean, I think from a recruiting standpoint, a much bigger staple in everybody's eyes. All right, so I always like to talk about what guys do on the mound. Love to see it in motion. So let's get that ball in your hand and have you take us to your grip.
So my fastball grip, I'm just going with the normal basic grip that I think just about everybody uses. Sometimes I'll have my fingertips a little bit farther on the seam. Then I also throw a sinker that I've picked up on this year, gripping it right there on the inner lace. And I'm just trying to pronate this. I can throw this in lefties and righties, just about any count. And then I throw my slider right there on the horseshoe. I'm trying to get around it and spin it a lot. I'll use that, start off a lot of counts, and use it whenever I need to. I can get out of jam with it. Then I'll throw my changeup. It's almost a circle change, but not completely circle. But this pitch will help me when I'm down in the count. I'll get it in there, and I get a lot of rollovers with it, and I can get some swing and misses with it. And then I throw a couple curveballs every now and then And I just try and hammer it. It's just like a 12-6 and just a little get me over sometimes.
Aiden, man, that was great, man. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it. If you're not already, make sure you follow LakePoint Sports on all our social media channels. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and you get so much more happening here on campus.